Africa, welcome back once again. I'm excited. It's another Tuesday evening, and we are on the #1 entrepreneurship show in Africa. The name is Sbu Leope, and welcome to Kicking Doors with me, Sbu Leope. Now, on this show tonight, we're hunting down some of Africa's hardest working entrepreneurs out there, putting them in the hot seat and getting them to share their stories of success. Now, I'm excited tonight because one of the guys I'm chatting to, well, the main guy I'm chatting to is a role model to not only myself, but to a lot of us. He's created something awesome, something amazing out of a street in Soweto called Vilakazi Street. And he's got an audience of people that come from all over the world. Tourists, people who come from all over the African continent. He is just an amazing brother, an amazing father, an amazing leader. He employs just a little under 1,000 people, if not more. Get in touch with us and join the conversation. The Twitter handle is @CNBC Africa. The hashtag is Kicking Doors 410. And you're also more than welcome to follow me on Twitter. It's @DJ Sbu. Now, if you've been to if you've been to South Africa's biggest tourist attractions, putting it that way, Vilakazi Street in Soweto is almost, I'm 100% sure that you do not leave without sitting down for lunch or a dinner or a drink or a cocktail at Sakhumzi Restaurant. This was the first restaurant on the street and has since grown into a great brand from all over the world. People recognize the brand. The owner, Sakhumzi Maqubela, is in the hot seat tonight and he'll be sharing his story. Welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you for inviting us, Sbu, to Kicking Doors.
I've actually been looking for you for a while. I started wanting you for my radio show and it's quite an honor to sit next to you. What did it start for you?
We started 2001 and it was when I used to work for an IT company fixing computers and ATMs.
Okay.
When I read newspapers, when I listen to TV, people will be complaining. And one day I was listening to our former President Nelson Mandela saying people must stop complaining that unemployment is high, people are getting retrenched, crime is high in the country. What are you doing in your own corner? What are you doing in your own little capacity to create jobs or to curb crime? That's when I thought of opening the restaurant.
But did you really think that it'll become as big as it is today? Or did you have that vision?
I had the vision long ago when I was young, still at school, around 16 years old. I knew I'm not going to varsity. At the age of 17, I knew I need, when I finish school, go and work for a company, get to learn all the different departments that make a company. Then I can go and start my own company. So I told myself I will go and work for 10 years, and that's what I did. After 10 years, I said I'm starting my own company at 30. Yes, it's been happening.
Now, you're in the hospitality industry, and that's a very, very busy industry. To start, for a lot of people, is a problem, especially black kids from Elokshin, from the township. You come from Soweto, and obviously you struggle to get a head start. How did you start your business? Do you have capital? Did somebody assist you to start it financially? What did you do?
Most people start with complaining. Most people start with wanting to start a business when they've never worked before. You can only start if you've been doing something. You must have worked so that you put some money aside. Then you can have your capital to start a business. There's no bank when you've never worked before that will offer you a loan. So people must stop saying the banks won't give them money. The government is not helping. The government will only help you if you're helping yourself.
Yeah. So you put in your own money?
I put in my own money that I've worked for. I took a risk with my own money.
So how much did you start with?
I've worked for 10 years because I started as a messenger.
Yeah.
I wanted to work. I never said I'm looking for a nice job, but I wanted them to say you are hired and I can prove myself.
Yeah.
So I started as a messenger in 1994. And even if the money was growing, it was growing at 5% a year.
Yeah.
So when I resigned, what I took with me into my bank account, besides the taxman, it was around 120,000.
So you started Sakhumzi with at least a little over 100,000 rand.
And I had a house that I've inherited from my parents in Vilakazi Street. So I started small with 4 people working, and I was not in a hurry to grow because I was entering an industry that I have not done enough research with. So the business was not killing me, even if we started small. It took us more than 5 years to grow.
Yeah. And you had the passion for food.
And I had the passion for food. I had the passion for people. When you love people, people will come back.
Now, we always come back. I mean, every other Sunday, a month doesn't go by without me going to actually your spot, Sakhumzi. And there's a lot of us. You know, we'd go to the township, visit other places, but most of us, we end up at your spot.
It's like religious.
How did you make that? Like, what makes you, because you are so different. Like, wherever you are, Google Sakhumzi. Sakhumzi is a tourist attraction for people from all over the world in Soweto. How did you make your business so successful? Because I've seen businesses come and go.
I think it's been God that has made us to be successful. And I'm fortunate to hire people who are trained in what they're doing, who are passionate as well. So it makes my life easy.
Yeah.
People want to be there. People want to work for Sakhumzi organization.
Yeah. And how many people do you currently employ?
At Sakhumzi, we've got 104 people. I'm the biggest employer in Soweto. I don't count your ShopRite, Checkers, and Pick and Pay.
That is amazing. And where do you get the passion for people? Obviously, we all know that the reason why your restaurant is succeeding, you are hands-on and you have the passion for the people. But that thing of, you know, your willingness to assist or help other people or employ other people or change other people's lives, empower other people.
You need to be passionate about people. We like our clients. We treat them in a special way. The people I'm working with, I'm looking after them. I like the people. I like seeing them growing. I don't have someone who's been working for me for more than 10 years. He's still sitting in the same place.
Yeah.
People who have started with us long ago are working for corporate companies. People who would have never had an opportunity to be hired by Standard Bank. Now they started Sakhumzi. We groom them when they can't even communicate how it's done in a corporate world. And we've got people that are young that started with us. We told them, go back to school. You can go to school during the week. And later when you come back from school early, you can come here or come weekends. Today they are lawyers. We've got people who worked with us. Today they're running their own security companies, catering companies. Others are in confectionery business. So when I sleep at night, I feel good that, you know what, people are getting empowered by being with us at Sakhumzi.
Wow. If you were to name drop some of the people that you are also in awe with, wow, this person is here, and I'm talking about international guests. Who are some of the people who've been to Sakhumzi?
Hey, we've got so many, I can't even count.
Even Hollywood stars, I know.
Now and then, because we've been running for 15 years, we are the destination of choice in Johannesburg, Soweto.
Yeah.
You have to come to Soweto, or you haven't been to South Africa if you haven't eaten our food.
Yeah, but name drop, I want those names, because we've got brothers watching from all over the continent. I want them to know how prestigious your spot is.
We've had Miss South Africa. We've had this gentleman from the pawn shop who's always arguing with his daughter and his son. I just forgot the name. We've had the guy from Soul Food visiting us. Almost every second week we are having a star coming.
International stars, yeah.
Yes.
Because local stars, I see them all the time. It's like we're so used to them.
They have to come.
Yeah. And what would you like to take your business?
Now it's more developing ourselves, because what we've seen, we cannot grow a business without doing enough research. We need to empower ourselves. We need to go back to school. You need to have a strategy that will work. You need to have the right infrastructure. We do have the money, but the money won't run businesses. We need to have the right capacity.
So when you look at a lot of entrepreneurs, and especially in the hospitality industry, and you know, you were to say, if there's a challenge amongst young entrepreneurs in the hospitality industry, this is it. And maybe even others who get to run franchises and so forth, because it's a very, very big business. People eat every day. What would you say it is, that challenge? And how would you, as an entrepreneur who's highly experienced with over 15 years of experience, help to make, or to alleviate that challenge for younger entrepreneurs in the hospitality industry?
What I've seen, most people, when they've got money to start a business, we oversee the capacity. Do I have the capacity to run this business? I've seen it when I'm starting a new business. After I've been running a business for more than 13 years, I thought I know business, but I started Safana Penel Peters. So I had to recruit new staff. Do I have the right skills to be recruiting staff? When I've got the staff, I've got to budget the right way. Where I am in Bruma, the rent is 250,000. How sustainable am I? Is my budget enough for the next 6 months when I don't have even one customer? To open doors in a closed market, you need to convince insurance companies that you can fix cars for their clients. They need to open doors for you. So there's barrier to entry, there's Ford, there's Mazda, there's VW. You need to have approvals. If you don't have approvals, you can't be having clients as insurance companies. So you need to be able to recruit, you need to be able to market the company, your admin must be good. So most people look at the financials and start the business while they did not do their homework. If you are an accountant, are you clear with bookkeeping? Are you clear with accounting? Are you clear with auditing? Each and every department in a company matters a lot. So as an entrepreneur, you end up knowing all those departments so that you can be able to measure your people if they are performing or not.
Wow, that's amazing. Amazing wise words. Before I let you go quickly, tell us quickly about your latest venture, the panel beating company.
It started 3 years back. I had other partners. We decided to break up because it's another different game where mostly it's mafias and I run my business in my own fashion. So we parted ways, but when I came back, I had to inherit all the debts that we had in the company. So it's been running a year alone now. So far, we are closing all our debts. We are opening doors with insurance companies that are not doing business with us. We are working on getting approvals. And where it gets stuck in this industry, it's not easy to get approvals. We've got many dealerships around. Let's say, for example, in Soweto, VW and Toyota. Who is going to support them if those two dealerships cannot help us to get the approval? We've got Toyota and Kia. We spend more than 200,000 on Toyota, more than 150,000 on Kia parts. But the other brands that we don't have approvals, we only buy second-hand cars because we fix cars that are over 100,000. So I'm saying to these big brands, if you are not giving small business approvals, how do your other smaller dealership get to thrive and work? What I'm saying is 5% of people who have money here is the whites. 45 million black people have been marginalized. So if they are marginalized, people will be complaining that the economy is not moving. How can the economy of the country with 50 million people move with 5% when there's 45? Why can't they open doors at least to 10 million and see the circulation of the rent?
And that's true.
And see if the economy will start moving forward. There's unemployment in the country. You go to corporate, you go to business. It makes me sick that people will be saying the economy is down. What will make it down when the market is closed to few people?
I'm going to have to wrap it up over there and come in and just, you can speak the whole day. This is words of wisdom coming from a seasoned entrepreneur. Before I let you go, sir, I'd love for you to give us there's something we call 60 seconds to success on our show. So I'd like for you to speak to our young entrepreneurs over there and just give them your 60 seconds to success. Thank you. We can go.
My 60 seconds to success to young entrepreneurs is always know who you are, what you want. You need to be clear where you come from. You need to have listened to your teachers, you have listened to your parents, and what you need to look at is education. But you need to search your talents through playing sport, different kinds of sport, debates at school. Before you can even get to 16 or 18, you need to know who you are. Once you tap into your talent, then you are made.